purpose of the movie is to show the evil nature of Charles Manson and his family, so people will understand how easy it can be to become evil. There are three kinds of evil: internal, cosmic, and systemic evil. The movie wants to show how the evil of one person can affect other people to the point they no longer know what evil is. Once you have the internal evil of one person cosmically affect and change other people so they become evil, the evil grows to a systemic evil where each person believes they are doing righteous things with a moral purpose. When you add all of those actions together, what has been created is an evil system. The members of the group do not believe the group is evil, but the reality is the evil has consumed them. The movie intends for you to believe Manson and his followers are evil by showing their actions and by creating a mood of evilness through eerie music, wild looks and actions, and graphic displays of violence. The evil builds slowly from one Manson to more, the family, to send a message for the world. To understand the message, we have to understand each part of the evil shown in this movie. Internal evil is either biological or psychological in nature. The science of evil defines this as empathy erosion, which arises from people turning other people into objects. It is when a person relates only to things or to people as if they were just things. Internal evil can be caused by a neurological problem or by corrosive emotions like resentment, by a desire for revenge, by blind hatred, or by the desire to protect. Some people end up this way because of years of resentment and hurt. The movie wants you to believe he is evil because of years of resentment and hurt have driven him to revenge. Manson says, "I've been punished all my life since I was 10 years old. I've been in every reform school you've got across the country." Manson killed Sharon Tate because he had a desire for revenge. Sharon Tate lived in the house belonging to the music man who was supposed to make Manson famous and didn't. He does not think about what they want. Shorty Shea is the ranch hand, and he is cut into 9 pieces and buried in 9 graves for talking to the police about Manson. Paul Watkins talks to the police and almost burned alive in his car. Manson sends the family to kill anyone in the Tate house. It didn't matter who died. He also takes the family to kill the LoBiancos, ties them up, and tells the family to kill them. Hitler is his idol. He says Hitler was tuned into the karma of the Jews. Cosmic evil is when the force of evil acts on a person and changes them in some way. It is an evil that exists outside of us and could potentially either influence our actions or act in ways that affect us. The family members were normal people who needed friends and a place to belong. Manson changed them. Don't you know that you can count me out? People do what he wants and what he says. He is the strongest man alive. He is the Father, the teacher. Love everything, Jesus Christ. Charlie can see and hear all no matter where he is. Charlie has a long reach. Charlie has power over all. Charlie says everything is right. There is not wrong. If you are willing to be killed, then you should kill. Charlie rules with fear. Fear is beautiful. Fear is awareness. Death is beautiful because people fear death. But if you want money for people with minds that hate, all I can tell you is brother, you have to. Susan Atkins met Charlie and he told her she was perfect, sang to her, made love to her. She said there is no limit to what she would do for Charlie. They did it because they were programmed by him. He didn't have to speak because the words came from the infinite. Susan talks about the murders with no feeling. She says, their blood was making a gurgling sound, and they were begging and screaming for their life. She says to Sharon Tate, who's 8 months pregnant, look, bitch, I don't care. You're gonna die, and I don't care. And she stabbed her until she stopped screaming. Susan was just one of many. The DA in the trial said Manson took innocent kids and molded them into bad. But if you go carrying pictures of chairman. Systemic evil is when the evil is part of the very fabric of a culture. It is a complex system in which each small activity can seem meritorious, even virtuous, yet the output of the system, the product of connecting the individual actions together, is evil. Each participant feels that his or her portion of the process is good. They can even feel morally righteous. In reality, each link in the chain is part of the process that produces the evil. The evil is blamed on the system as though the system has a soul and a free will independent of the people who animate it. Charlie talks about a free love society and that people are trying to get out of the system. The DA said the victims were part of the establishment and that is why they died. Charlie told the family they were to pick the biggest pigs and release them from the earth. You must have love in order to do it. The family members believed they were doing good things. They said that Charlie is love. Everything is love, so no one thought they were doing anything wrong. Manson believed the world needed to be disrupted. Helter Skelter is the war of all wars, where the black rise up against the white, defeat them, and take over. Manson said the Bible says in Revelations that the fifth angel will survive and rule the world. When the blacks get control, they can't handle it, and they need help, so the fifth angel rises up and rules the world. The Manson culture was evil. Each person was convinced he was doing the right thing. Put them all together and you have created a system of evil. Charlie says that the world made them who they are. His family are the people the world didn't want. He taught them to love. If you love, you kill and you release them. The world is crazy. He tried to get along in the world, but the music says to rise up against the establishment, rise up and kill. He says he didn't write the words in the song, so it's not his fault or the family's fault. They're just doing what they're told. The movie wants to show that evil is a creation that grows like a virus. One person gets the virus and infects other people until they become a sick community.
You say you got a real solution.